let's look at this problem. This tank is full of water, and we're trying to find work required to pump the water out of the spout. And we are told that water weighs 62.5 pounds per cubic feet. Okay. So let me go ahead and go to the next page, and let's agree that let X2 be the depth from the top. Let me go ahead and go to the next page and say, let X be the depth from top. Now, all right, so then if that's the case, then volume of one slice of water, okay, equals volume equals, well, it's going to be a circle, so pi r squared times delta x. Let me go, well, actually I could do it in here. So if this is what we have, and let's say if this is one slice of water right here, okay, let me just give it some thickness. Well, the volume of that slice is the surface area of that slice times the thickness. So the surface area would be pi r squared, and delta x right here would be the thickness. Okay. So let's go to the previous page. Let's look at this nice drawing that I have. So notice that for every slice, the radius is 3, which is from the center to here, plus this distance d to the edge of the of this container. So I'm going to write r, or radius equals 3 plus d. Okay. And notice that here, going back to the nice drawing, the page 1, I can use, for different slices, I can use similar triangles. What do I mean by that? Look at this triangle right here. The ratio of this triangle, and let's say if I have slice right here, then I have another triangle right here, and they are similar triangles. They are similar shapes, they have the same ratio. So I can claim that by similar triangles, let's see, the big one was 3, the height is 8, and the small one has, so we call that D. And since this is 8, then this part right here is going to be 8 minus x. So depends on how far up we go, 8 minus x. So we can say that 3 over 8 must equal d over 8 minus x by similar shapes. Now let's do, let's solve for d. I get 8d equals 3 times 8 minus x. So 8 d equals 24 minus 3x. And then I get d equals 24, divide both sides by 8. I get a 3 minus 3/8x. So that's what d equals. All right. So what is the radius of any slice? The radius of any slice, we said, is, go back to the drawing right here. So it's going to be this 3 plus this d. And so I'm going to say that radius for any slice equals, I have 3, and then I have plus 3 minus 3/8x. I can do a little bit of simplifying here, reducing. This gives me 6 minus 3/8x, and I can factor out the 3/8. So this equals 3/8. Let's see, to get 6 back, I would need a 16, because that reduces to 2. 2 times 3 is 6. Yep, minus x. So that is the radius of any of the, every slice that we are going to be looking at. So let me go to the next page. We said that volume of one slice is going to be pi r squared times delta x, which is the thickness. So this equals pi, and we said r is 3/8 of 16 minus x, all that squared times delta x. Okay, so then that equals, well, 3 squared is 9, 8 squared is 64. I have a pi in here, or maybe I should better say this equal pi times 9/64. 16 squared is 256, and I get minus 32x plus x squared, and all this delta x. Okay. So what do we know here? We know that any slice of water must be lifted x feet. Well, let's say that, let's say that in the very first page, let's say that the units, let's say that this is feet, and 8 in here, and this is 8 feet, and this is 3 feet. Okay, so any slice of water must be lifted x foot or x feet. So work for one slice of water it's the same as saying equals. We said that we had a 9 pi over 64, and we were given the in the first page, we said that given water weighs 62.5. So let me put it here as 62.5 times x times 9 pi over 64 times 256 minus 32x minus, actually that was plus x squared. plus x squared times delta x, with understanding that this delta x here is the thickness of the slice of the water. So work equals, or like some textbook always say, almost equal, from 0 to 8, from the top of the water all the way to the bottom, 62.5x times 9 pi over 64. Then I have 256 minus 32x plus x squared, all that dx. Okay, so let's do a little bit of simplifying here. So work here equals let's see. Let's keep this from 0 to 8. Let's keep the 62.5. Actually, let me take the constant out and claim that this is 62.5 times 9 pi over 64 from 0 to 8. X times 256 gives me 256x, put this in parentheses, minus 32x to the second, plus x cubed dx. Okay, so what I did is I just distributed that x, and I took this constant out. And that equals, so work equals, now I have, let's keep that as 62.5, 9 pi over 64, and times, I have x to the second, 256 divided by 2 gives me 128, minus, here I get x cubed, 32 over 3, plus, then I have x to the fourth, well, divided by 4, so 1/4 of x to the fourth from 0 to 8. And now we go ahead and plug in the numbers in our calculator. So work equals actually 62.5 times 9 pi over 64. And if I plug in 8, I have a calculator here. So 8 squared is 64, and then we have times 128 minus 32 over 3, 8 cubed plus 1/4, 8 to the power of 4. Okay, and that gives me, according to my calculator, 11264 over 3. And when I plug in 0, then I get a minus 0, so that's not going to make a difference. And that equals, okay, if I multiply that, that's divisible by 3, and okay. According to my calculator, I get 33,000 foot-pound. And that's because of, the kind of units that was given to us. Okay, good luck with your homework, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.